The NCIS franchise has expanded once again with NCIS Origins, a prequel series that delves into the early years of Larry Jethro Gibbs as a young Marine turned NCIS agent. With the show transporting viewers back to the 1990s, fans are curious about where NCIS Origins was filmed and how the production team recreated the past. From bustling military bases to small-town settings that shaped Gibbs' character, the filming locations of NCIS Origins play a crucial role in bringing his early days to life. Here's an in-depth look at where the series was shot, the real-world locations that stand in for key settings, and how the production team worked to maintain authenticity. Primary filming location, Georgia, the new home of NCIS. Although the NCIS flagship series and its spin-offs, NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS New Orleans, and NCIS Hawaii, were filmed in locations like California, Louisiana, and Hawaii, NCIS Origins took a different route. The prequel series is primarily filmed in Georgia, which has become a major hub for television productions due to its tax incentives and diverse landscapes. The show's base of operations is Atlanta, Georgia, where many of the interior scenes, including NCIS headquarters, were recreated on soundstages. Georgia's ability to double as locations across the United States makes it a prime choice for a show like NCIS Origins, which requires settings that resemble Washington, D.C., North Carolina, and even international locations. The NCIS Origins headquarters, Fort Gillem and Tyler Perry Studios. One of the most important locations in NCIS Origins is the NCIS field office, where a young Larry Jethro Gibbs, played by Austin Stowell, begins his career as an agent under the guidance of Special Agent Mike Franks, played by Kyle Schmidt. Instead of filming in an actual NCIS facility, the production used Fort Gillem, a decommissioned U.S. Army base located just south of Atlanta. Why Fort Gillem? The military base provided an authentic backdrop with real government-style buildings that could easily be transformed into a 1990s-era NCIS office. The site had previously been used for military training, allowing the show's producers to create a realistic environment without heavy modifications. In addition to Fort Gillem, Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta was used for indoor scenes. The studio, one of the largest in the country, allowed the production team to construct detailed sets that replicate government offices and interrogation rooms. Paris Island and Camp Lejeune scenes. Filming in coastal Georgia, as a former Marine, Gibbs' training plays a significant role in NCIS Origins. Several flashbacks depict his time at Paris Island, South Carolina, and Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, two major Marine Corps bases. However, the show didn't actually film at these real locations. Instead, the production used coastal Georgia, particularly the areas around Savannah and Tybee Island, to recreate the military training grounds. How they pulled it off. Savannah's military heritage. The city has a rich military history, with Fort Pulaski and old barracks that provide a similar look to Marine bases. Tybee Island beaches, used to replicate the coastline near Camp Lejeune, allowing for training sequences that feel authentic. Local military training facilities. Some scenes were shot at National Guard centers and decommissioned military sites in Georgia, where actors trained with real Marine advisors. Gibbs' hometown, Douglasville, Georgia. A key aspect of NCIS Origins is exploring Gibbs' small-town roots. The young Gibbs returns to his hometown multiple times throughout the series, dealing with family struggles, personal losses, and lessons that shape his future as an agent. While Gibbs' canonical hometown is Stillwater, Pennsylvania, the production team found a perfect stand-in, Douglasville, Georgia. Why Douglasville? The town's historic downtown closely resembles a classic American small town. Old-fashioned diners, barbershops, and mom-and-pop stores create an authentic 1990s setting. A mix of farmland and industrial areas help depict Gibbs' upbringing near Pennsylvania's coal mines. Several local businesses in Douglasville were temporarily transformed to match the 1990s aesthetic, including a hardware store that was dressed up as Jackson's General Store, a nod to Gibbs' father, Jackson Gibbs. Washington, D.C. scenes, filmed in Atlanta and stock footage. As an NCIS agent, Gibbs often finds himself in Washington, D.C., the heart of the agency's operations. However, NCIS Origins did not film extensively in D.C. Instead, the show cleverly used Atlanta's government buildings and stock footage to recreate the nation's capital. Key locations in Atlanta that doubled for D.C. Georgia State Capitol. stood in for government buildings where Gibbs and his team handle official business. Downtown Atlanta streets, used for exterior shots with government-style architecture.